Welcome to Punjab, a lively land in the north of India. This state holds a special place in everyone's heart. While it is one of the smaller states in India, it is loved by many due to lively, hospitable and dynamic people. Punjab derives its name from five-bodied rivers, Satluj, Beas, Ravi, Jhelum and Chenab, which flow through its vast plains. This place is special for me as my ancestors several hundred years ago settled in a small village called Sohana.
Alright guys, so today we're going to start our trip to Punjab, and this is going to be the ride that we're going to be taking for the next 5 days.
On this trip, I'll be traveling over 700 miles starting with Ambala and then to some major cities like Ludhiana and then the holy city of Amritsar where 2/3 of the people wear a turban, and finally I'll be attending a Punjabi wedding at Jalandhar. I'm totally clueless about how this trip with my parents would go. We had only planned at a high level and we kept everything open to changes, including where to stop and what time we leave. On my way to Punjab, various thoughts crossed my mind. First and foremost, while on vacation, your diet plan goes out the window. I was a bit scared about being able to manage my cravings. After all, Punjabi food is known to be rich with a lot of flavors and spices, very hard to restrain. It's 9 in the morning and my stomach is already rumbling with anticipation. My first destination is renowned Murthal. This has plenty of roadside restaurants, commonly known as dhabas, and it is extremely popular among road trippers for its breakfast, particularly for parathas. Paratha are popular type of Indian flatbread. They're made of whole wheat flour and typically cooked on a tawa or griddle with ghee or oil. Parathas are a versatile dish that can be stuffed with various fillings such as mashed potatoes, paneer, which is Indian cottage cheese, cauliflower, spinach, or even minced meat. They are a popular breakfast or lunch option in many parts of India and are enjoyed by people of all ages. Let me also mention that my mom's favorite part about this meal is the white butter that they make at these dhabas. So here's the thing, our main destination, Amritsar, has most popular flaky flatbreads in the entire country, famously known as amritsarikulcha, but I'll get to sample that delicacy in about 24 hours. Since my mom and I do intermittent fasting, today was special for us and we would restrain but still break our fast by ordering 2 parathas for 3 people for about $1.20 each. Our hosts in Ludhiana had requested us to pick up some mango pickle from the shop outside, which cost also about $1.20 per jar. I bought 2 of those and we were on our way.
That was our first stop here, the Sukhdev Dhaba experience.
Alright, I'm embarking on this special expedition with Praveen. Usually he spends his evenings chilling, drinking, hanging out with friends. For the next few days though, he'll join me on my Punjab tour as my driver, my guide and helper. I'm sure he will also relish the vibrant journey through this lively land. Praveen will be charging us 3,500 rupees per day plus some additional fee for mileage. That roughly converts to about $40 a day. Compare this with $250 for black cab in San Francisco for 3 hours and $350 for a black Tesla in New York City for 5 hours. This indeed was pretty easy on my wallet. As we continued driving for a few more hours, we made it to our next stop, a town called Ambala.
So now we're here in Ambala and we're gonna get some fruit. This is customary when you're going to a relative, you just get a little bit of fruit. So we're gonna get some mangoes. Namaste ji. Namaste ji.
This is where I met my aunt who was taking care of her disabled elderly sister and her brother who also had some disabilities. This family was extremely close to us a few decades ago, and also this dilapidated house was a mansion during the peak flourishing years about 50 years ago. My aunt had decided to stay single and travel the world, but now she's taking care of her sibling. She's super sweet. Next, my dad wanted to greet some relatives at another small town nearby called Kanahya.
We're looking for the house where we have to go.
Determined to make the most of this trip, he expressed his desire to make an additional stop here to try to reconnect with another relative. I supported his quest to revive those long forgotten memories. Seeing his happiness brought me tremendous joy.
We are concluding our visit to Kanahya and we're headed to Ludhiana.
Typically, the drive from Delhi to Ludhiana takes about 5 hours, but we arrived late afternoon around 4 p.m. due to multiple stops along the way. We are in Ludhiana and this is fantastic. My parents just came back from shopping. They bought some tracksuit because Ludhiana is a place that's very famous for a lot of the hosiery goods and manufacturing of woolen material, and then just generally for production of a lot of the cloth material that happens here. In Ludhiana, we'll be staying with a very sweet family of a good friend of mine. This family will host us in their traditional home built in 1970s and located in a prestigious neighborhood in Ludhiana.
So we have come here now to get Praveen a hotel so that he can be well rested, so that he can drive tomorrow and he's not dozing off while driving, so we're not risking ourselves. We are now done with getting our driver a hotel. Now the next step's gonna be going to Baba Chicken and then getting our dinner.
Being a fan of butter chicken, I eagerly savored their mouth-watering chicken preparations. The unforgettable taste continues to linger in my memory. My stay here was pure magic. From late night gossip sessions to mouth-watering meals, every moment with this family was truly awesome and unforgettable. These memories are now etched in my heart and I can't wait to relive them again someday. Next day was Sunday. I was hit by the realization that Punjabi hospitality that we experienced yesterday was coming to an end. To really know how great this experience was, you can consider visiting a local Punjabi family and notice their hospitality for yourself. Just hearing about it doesn't do justice.
Good morning, guys. Today is Sunday, it's Mother's Day, and now we're gonna head to Amritsar. So that's gonna be our key destination. I'm excited, everything's good.
We left for Amritsar at around 8 a.m. on Sunday.
बहुत अच्छा लगा, फिर मिलेंगे। हाँ जी, thank you very much.
I had some apprehensions before visiting Amritsar. I believe it is particularly known as a religious place for the Sikhs. I had no idea how difficult it might be for me to record some footage and fly my drone. The second thing that was still undecided and creating some anxiety was where are we going to be staying? As I'm visiting with my parents, I want the utmost comfort for them. We had a great trip to Vietnam where we got some amazing accommodations, and I want to make sure we could repeat that here in Amritsar. If you want to check out my Vietnam video where I visited with my parents, go ahead and check that out. We would be staying in Amritsar for 2 days. I have no idea if the city has anything else worth offering besides the local food and the famous Golden Temple. We're about to find out. We reached Amritsar in around 3 hours at 11 a.m. First things first, we started looking for a suitable place to stay. We had a few options. The Taj Swarna was available on Priceline for about $100 per night, and there was another hotel that had really good reviews that was a little bit cheaper. All of my research for suitable hotels, however, went to waste as my dad wanted to stay at a place called Avi Inn. This was right next to the Jallianwala Bagh. This hotel held sentimental value for him as well. He had stayed here several times during his previous visits to the city with his friends. Our focus for this trip was to recreate his nostalgic memories rather than seek the luxury accommodations that Amritsar offered. Upon inspecting the rooms, I was not impressed, but I couldn't find anything to complain about either. Considering the affordable price of just 1750 rupees, which is about $20 a night, imagine this. It included an extra bed as well. No extra charge for the third person. I was willing to endure it for a couple of days. At least this accommodation helped me save a few bucks. So now we have arrived here in Amritsar, and this is the room that we got. This is my dad's favorite hotel because it's very lively here, and it's right next to the Jallianwala Bagh and also is the Golden Temple. So we're gonna go to the rooftop and fly the drone in a little bit. Let me tell you that I was really wrong in thinking that Amritsar is only famous for the Golden Temple. After talking to the concierge, we had a long list of things to do and places to visit besides the most significant shrine in Sikhism. After checking into the hotel, my mom decided to take some rest. However, since we had skipped breakfast, my dad and I decided to go out and get an early lunch. I had diligently researched the famous food joints, but again, ended up going to my dad's go-to place. He was excited to take me to that hole in the wall, but he assured me that it was very famous and had lines extended miles during the peak hours. I tell you, food bloggers on YouTube are real gems when it comes to visiting an unknown city. They can give you so much amazing information, it is just mind-boggling. For you, I'll shortlist the best places and put some links down in the description. We chose Bhai Kulwant Singh Kulche Wale and sampled amritsarikulcha, one of the famous dishes of Amritsar. The flavors were truly authentic and savory. Trust me, every bite of this kulcha narrates a different story. The flavors, spices, and extra loading of butter just made it melt in my mouth. We finished our meal with a refreshing beverage, a Punjabi Lassi, to complement our experience. Punjab and Lassi are inseparable, and I will do justice to this pair. If you're wondering whether the Lassi will be up to the mark or not, then buddy, let me tell you, every street in Punjab will serve you the Lassi that no other place can. I don't think I need to bother myself to collect words to praise this out-of-the-world Lassi. Remember, your Punjab visit is incomplete without the Punjabi Lassi. After this, we decided to go to the Wagah Border, located just 30 kilometers away from the city center.
Alright guys, good news that mom and dad are able to go in the section where they didn't have to walk that much, so that's great. And now I'm gonna go head to the regular place and secure a seat. So let's go check it out.
Here, visitors can witness an elaborate border ceremony between India and Pakistan. This ceremony is fully conducted by the Border Security Force on the Indian side and the Rangers on the Pakistani side. The Wagah Border ceremony indicates the rivalry between the two countries and also shows the brotherhood and love shared. The daily flag lowering ceremony attracts crowds who witness the meticulously choreographed performance, reminding us of the shared heritage and hope for peace. For sure, we're not missing this attraction. The ceremony at Wagah Border is conducted daily. It begins at 5:15 p.m. and ends roughly around 6 in the evening. It is an hour-long drive from the city center, and we were advised to reach at least an hour before, because it's first come, first served basis. Take a note that you're not allowed to carry any bags here. I was able to carry an extra lens with me, and that was also not so easy. As we arrive in Wagah Border, we could sense the excitement and anticipation in the air. The border is abuzz with spectators from both sides, India and Pakistan. Although I must admit, on the India side, it was grand. On the Pakistani side, it was a little bit muted, but they were all celebrating the patriotic vibe. As an Indian American, visiting the Wagah Border of Amritsar evoked profound sense of national pride, filling my heart with admiration for the brave soldiers and a deep connection to the sacrifices made for the country's pride and integrity. On our way back from Wagah Border, we stopped at the famous Makhan fish and chicken corner.
Now we are here at a famous place, Makhan Fish. The shop has existed here since 1962. It's right here on Lawrence Road. It's a good shop and looks like they've got a good variety of fish. A lot of different types of fish.
The main delicacy that we tried was Makhan fish, which is a fish cooked in butter.
Good morning, guys. So today is the next day here in Amritsar, and we've been talking about what a good plan is, and we're just gonna play it by ear. So we couldn't get up at 3 in the morning. We actually got up, but then we decided to just sleep in a little bit more because we had a very tiring day yesterday with Wagah Border. So then we just decided to sleep in. Now we are ready to go. First, we're gonna go to this temple, and then we might consider taking some rest, go to Jallianwala Bagh, and then go to bed early so that we can leave at 3 o'clock tomorrow for the Golden Temple. And then we have to be at the wedding tomorrow at 9 a.m. in Jalandhar at Ramara City Center. It's 9 o'clock and we're gonna start our tour. Alright guys, we have arrived at Durgiana Temple.
Once we were up and ready to explore the city of Amritsar further, my dad suggested that we visit another renowned temple,
Durgiana Temple.
He used to go here while he was younger. This is where he used to have breakfast as well, and he wanted us to have that same experience.
That was the breakfast experience here at the mandir. Now we're going to visit the temple inside.
The Durgiana Temple is dedicated to Goddess Durga and is considered as one of the most important religious sites in the region.
This temple is 150 years old, so
the temple complex is situated near the Amritsar railway station, not too far from the famous Golden Temple, and also a place where my dad grew up. It is built on the same architectural style as the Golden Temple and shares some similarities in terms of structure and design. The temple is surrounded by a sacred pool known as the Sarovar, which is believed to possess holy and purifying properties. The temple also houses the other deities such as Lord Shiva, Lord Hanuman, and Goddess Lakshmi. The temple complex features beautifully carved marble facades, intricate frescoes, and ornamental domes. It holds a special place in the hearts of devotees and serves as a symbol of cultural heritage in the vibrant city of Amritsar. We came across another captivating temple, the Maha Devi Temple.
okay guys, so the main thing here in this temple is that there is a cave which is very unique.
The Maha Devi Temple in Amritsar features cave-like structures within its premises.
Alright guys, so this is the gufa that everybody has been talking about. Alright, let's go.
The cave adds a unique element to the temple, providing a tranquil space for devotees to meditate and seek spiritual contemplation. In this place, I went with my mom. But my mom didn't get in the caves or didn't even go to the next floor. She just had a good time, and then my dad just stayed in the car with Praveen. This temple offered a distinctive cave-like experience. The temple's architecture and construction were truly remarkable and worth visiting. It was undoubtedly one of the notable attractions in Amritsar. The best part for me was that it highlighted the polytheism society of India. In this temple, you could find hundreds of gods, South Indian gods, East Indian gods, West Indian gods. I don't know if that's a thing, but there were a lot of gods.
That means all of your wishes come true. Pretty good. इतना बढ़िया मंदिर था.
गुफा में गए थे?
हाँ, मजा आ गया.
After this, we roamed around Amritsar, exploring my dad's old school and many other places that we would frequently visit as a kid.
Alright guys, it's 2 o'clock and we've come here for lunch.
Kanahya Lal Harbhajan Singh, known for its authentic dishes prepared with pure desi ghee. We indulged in a plate of Chhole Bhature and couldn't resist ordering another serving of delicious kulcha. Needless to say, they lived up to our expectations and didn't disappoint. Just one piece of advice before visiting Punjab: never underestimate the irresistible allure of Punjab's famous dishes. With countless options to try, one should not miss any of them. Chhole Bhature in particular is a dish that even expats are familiar with, and I couldn't resist indulging in its flavorsome goodness. If you ask me what I enjoyed the most about the temple visit, I would say it was the lip-smacking Chhole Bhature. Kidding, but let's not forget the profound spiritual significance the temple left on my mind. Next, we embarked on a tour of one of the forts in Amritsar.
Alright guys, so now we are going to go in this really amazing taxi. As you can see, it looks pretty rustic and old, and we're gonna go in this and just do a drive-by of the fort. There are a couple of different experiences inside, but we're not going to do that because it requires for us to take a few stairs. Those steps my parents cannot climb, so we're just gonna go do a drive-by, and for that we have 250 rupees for us to go all the way over there and hire this car. So that comes to about $5 for the 3 of us.
It was an enlightening experience that added depth to our exploration.
पर्शियन लैंग्वेज बोलता था, मतलब वो कोई नहीं, यहीं से गोरे लेकर गए थे. जितना भी कैश, एम्यूनेशन, इंपॉर्टेंट एम्ब्लम्स था, सबका सब यहीं पे स्टोर किया जाता था. तो वो कोहिनूर यहीं से गोरे लेकर गए लंदन. और जो हवेली बन रही है अभी महाराजा, और जो उनके जो फ़कीर अजीजुद्दीन थे महाराजा रणजीत सिंह के सेकंड कमांडर, उनकी हवेली बन रही है.
This was really good, and this is where General Dyer used to live. General Dyer was that same general of the British Army who actually ordered people to shoot at Jallianwala Bagh, who were very innocent, and lots of people died. That was our next destination, the Jallianwala Bagh. For those who don't know, let me tell you, Jallianwala Bagh is a historic public garden located in Amritsar, Punjab.
So now we're going to Jallianwala Bagh, and that's going to be an important experience for us. There's a lot of different types of artifacts that are preserved, and then some show. And then we're also going to be able to watch the light and sound show that happens every day from 6:30 to 7:30.
Jallianwala Bagh, known for its significance in the Indian freedom struggle. The tragic incident that occurred on April 13, 1919, commonly known as the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, that happened right here. During a peaceful gathering, British troops under the command of Colonel Dyer opened fire on a crowd, resulting in the loss of many innocent lives.
So this is called the Shahidi Well, the place where they jumped in the well to save themselves from the barrage of the fire that happened from General Dyer. And next we can see some more bullet wounds that are preserved here. So these are all the shots that were fired.
Today, Jallianwala Bagh serves as a memorial to honor the martyrs and stands as a reminder of sacrifices made in the pursuit of independence. The garden features a memorial plaque, a flame of remembrance, and a well that witnessed the horrifying events of that fateful day.
So Mummy has a seat over there so she can watch the light and sound show.
सींचा गया है खूनी शहीदां से इसका तुख्म तू आंसुओं की पुख्त न कर इस निहाल से.
Recently, it has been updated and renovated and reconstructed, and many people don't like that. When I came here as a teenager, I saw this in its original form.
So that was the Jallianwala Bagh experience.
As I prepared for bed today, I'm reflecting upon the day. I created countless memories today, and it would be challenging to share them with all of you. Editing many of these memories would be unfair. I even had the opportunity to visit a street where my dad used to go to school every day. We all hear stories about our parents' school days while growing up, but I was fortunate enough to have a closer glimpse of that experience. Let me share an incident that happened during my stay. I found myself unexpectedly trapped in the elevator. However, such occurrences can happen even in the luxurious hotels, and they often add a memorable twist to the trip.
Hey guys, we are stuck here in the elevator. It's just stopped. It's crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do now. Oh my god. Try this opening. Okay, good. Amazing. That was crazy. Scary. I think हम निकल जाते हैं अब. रहने दो, पंगा नहीं लेते.
अरे ग्रामीण सेकंड फ्लोर पे तो चले.
नहीं पैदल चलते हैं.
Fortunately, I had my driver with me in that dimly lit lift, and else I'd be alone and I would have developed claustrophobia, even though I don't have one. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and this is going to be my last day in Amritsar. I'm again going to bed today with the intention of waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning. After all, I promised myself that I'm not going to be crossing Punjab border without visiting the famous Golden Temple. It's a refreshing Tuesday morning. Get ready for the next destination, as I've finally given up on the sleep to visit one and only Golden Temple.
Hey guys, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to go to my main experience, which is the Golden Temple. I woke up, I took a shower, got ready, and now it's time to go to Golden Temple. So we're going to Golden Temple, and there are some really amazing volunteers who are waiting here, making sure that all of the right people are able to go in. There are no cars that are going in. This is the spot from where you can take your car. So how long have you been doing this volunteer service here? कितने साल हो गए ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਦੇ? 15 साल. Very good जी. बड़ा peaceful लगता होगा. शांति है जी अच्छे. बहुत बढ़िया जी. चंगा जी, मैं भी अपना दर्शन करांगा. Alright guys, people are very friendly here obviously, and it's a good experience. There is this feeling of camaraderie everywhere you go. I think but definitely a good idea, you know. Initially when I got up at like 3:30, I was like, oh, I don't know, do I really want to do this? But then once I got in the shower, it was like, nice, let's do this. Game on. Sorry, thank you. Alright, so now we've given our shoes. The next step's gonna be to head inside to the lake. If you see, there are so many people that are sleeping here. The entire area, everybody's just sleeping. It's cool. Okay, so here's where you get your feet all cleaned up and ready for inside.
The Golden Temple, also known as Sri Harmandir Sahib, is a sacred Sikh shrine located in Amritsar, India. Its glistening golden facade, surrounded by serene water tank, mesmerizes visitors and offers a spiritual sanctuary where devotees from all walks of life can find solace peace and equality. When I entered the premises of the temple, I could feel the sense of calmness in my mind, heart and soul. Entering the main complex, we are greeted by the mesmerizing Amrit Sarovar, the holy water tank surrounding the temple. Sikhs believe that bathing in these sacred waters brings spiritual purification and blessings. There are some beautiful fish in this water. Many people drink this holy water as well, but I decided to not test my immunity and skip that part. The Golden Temple is not only a physical structure but a spiritual sanctuary. Sikhs come here to offer prayers, read the Guru Granth Sahib, their holy scripture, and find solace in meditation. The temple resonates with the divine presence and fosters a deep connection with the Creator. The Golden Temple itself is a marvel of architectural beauty. Its gilded exterior reflects in the tranquil waters, creating a breathtaking sight. The intricate design showcases a blend of Islamic and Hindu architecture styles, symbolizing the universal principle of Sikhism. Why is it called Golden Temple? It has a lot of gold on its facade and the dome. How much? Over $10 million worth of gold. Golden Temple is not just a place of worship, it's a testament to Sikh values of selfless service and equality. The langar or the community kitchen is a hallmark of Golden Temple. Here, anyone, regardless of caste, creed, or social status, is welcome to enjoy a free meal. During the night or the wee hours of the morning, the Golden Temple transforms into a spectacle of divine beauty. The temple complex is beautifully lit, casting a shimmering reflection on the Amrit Sarovar. The peaceful ambience creates a sense of atmosphere that touches the hearts of all who visit. After coming back from the temple, we checked out from the hotel and started towards one of the most amazing cities of Punjab, Jalandhar. This was the main purpose of the trip.
So now is 8 o'clock on Tuesday, and this is gonna be the final journey. We're gonna be going to Jalandhar, and that's where all of my cousins are coming and my uncles are coming, and it's gonna be the wedding of my cousin's daughter. So let's go to Jalandhar.
I'm visiting Jalandhar to attend my cousin's daughter's marriage, and my cousin has already arranged our stay in a popular chain of hotels, Ramada.
We are about to arrive in 4 minutes at the Ramada.
You know what? I'm really super excited to attend this traditional Punjabi wedding. The customs and rituals like haldi, mehndi and dance on the popular bhangra beats are calling from me from miles. I want to share an inspiring story about my cousin that may motivate many of you. Despite facing paralysis just recently, he exhibited remarkable resilience and a passion for sports, especially weightlifting. Paralysis never deterred him from pursuing his passions. He's a self-made man, and even though his father had direct connections with then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and many other political figures, he chose not to leverage those connections. I am truly excited to see him and his lovely daughter and our bride-to-be.
Now we have the room 310. We're gonna go ahead and check in, and I'm tasked with getting all the bags up to the room for mom and dad, and then I can ask them to come down and join me. So let's go check out the room. Whoa, it's amazing. I love it.
Usually you can book yourself a room at this hotel for $50 a night. So India is not that expensive.
Alright guys, so we are ready to go to the wedding. This is going to be the final ceremony, and it's about 7:30 in the evening, and we're headed that way. We have arrived here. This is a really beautiful place, Haveli.
This wedding has a customary fera ceremony at 6 p.m. Trust me, you must attend an Indian wedding and especially the fera ceremony in your lifetime. You'll experience the real Indian customs and how two families enjoy at peak under this thing called mandap. Even distant relatives take full participation in this tradition. I'm glad I'm also a part of this. The best part is the fera is followed by the entire buffet of multiple cuisines. I won't deny that I'll be making the most of it. We wrapped up the wedding by 10 p.m. and we had to leave early in the morning the next day at around 6 in the morning.
The time has come to leave from Jalandhar and end this amazing trip. It was such a great experience. We had so many different amazing things that we were able to do. Not just the Golden Temple, not just the Jallianwala Bagh, not just the Wagah Border, but really meeting with all these amazing people that share the same lineage as me. It was just a mind-blowing experience.
It's a 6-hour drive from here and I am promising myself to return to work as soon as possible. This was all about my Punjab trip. I hope you have enjoyed this virtual trip. I'm returning with uncountable memories and trust me, I cannot wait for more such weddings. Leave a thumbs up if you have enjoyed the video and don't forget to subscribe for more such travel content.